was smart, I would have plugged in my straightener before I started recording, but you know. Well, I dyed my hair again, as you can probably tell. And I figured I haven't straightened my hair in a while, so why not do that? Straightening my hair is usually a really boring task, so I figured why not talk to someone while I do it? Although time is weird and you're actually sitting here at least 4 days after I am. Potentially, some people could even be sitting here like 2 years after, and in that case. Hi, how are you? God, I haven't done this in so long. Fun facts, I've never actually burnt myself while straightening my hair. But I mean, there's a first for everything, so. Time is such a weird thing. I feel like time in internet years feels so much longer than time in real life. What'll I be doing 2 years from now? Probably just have finished 2 years of college, which I'm starting this September. I feel like this is the first time in my life where I don't really know what I'm doing with my future. I guess my main goals 5 years from now are be living by myself in an apartment somewhere in Toronto, have a job that I like. Also, 5 years from now, I am definitely going to have at least one more tattoo, which I'm currently thinking of the design for. I'm totally digging having dark hair now. I used to be absolutely in love with having blonde hair, and then as soon as I dyed my hair dark, I never want to go back. Hair straightening is such a stupidly cool concept. My hair is so curly, and then you just run this through it, and then suddenly it's straight. University was just such like a big realization of change in my life, and of what I thought I wanted, I didn't actually want, and I became so much more independent. Money's so great. Isn't life cool? Oh my god, I love art. I try to think about the future more than I try to think about the past now, because the future has so many interesting possibilities and things that could happen, and just so much potential for greatness. If you keep thinking about the past all the time, you're just gonna be stuck in this rut of things that already happened, that you can't change. Surprises are great, honestly. Except surprise parties. Well, half my hair is done, and that only took, what, half an hour? Oh, I totally burnt my neck. Look at that red mark. It's the first thing I said, and I've never burnt myself while straightening my hair, but I definitely just burnt my neck. Ow! The burning yourself while straightening your hair excuse has just been used so much for people trying to cover up hickeys. Now I actually burnt myself while straightening my hair right on the side of my neck. Well, now that we've had a lovely discussion about life and time and existential worries, I'm gonna leave you with an awful joke. So this person, let's call her Susan, she adopted a shaggy dog one day. It was the shaggiest dog she'd ever seen in her life. It was amazing. So Susan went up to her mother and said, "Hey mom, I just adopted this dog. Would you look at this dog? Isn't it the shaggiest dog you've ever seen in your life?" And the mother said, "Absolutely, Susan. Look how shaggy it is. You should go show your father." She goes to her father and she says, "Isn't this the shaggiest dog you've ever seen in your life?" And the father says, "Why, yes, it is the shaggiest dog I've ever seen in my life. That's amazing. You should go show your uncle." So she goes to show her uncle. "Hey, Uncle Steve, isn't this the shaggiest dog you've ever seen in your life?" And Uncle Steve goes, "Of course, Susan, it is the shaggiest dog I've ever seen in my life. This is incredible." So Uncle Steve marvels at the dog and then says, "That is such an incredibly shaggy dog. You should go show my boss. I bet he'd appreciate that dog." So Susan goes to Steve's office, goes up to Steve's boss and all the secretaries on the way, just pointing out how wonderfully shaggy this dog was, and of course they all agree. She goes up to Steve's boss. "Isn't this the shaggiest dog you've ever seen in your life?" And of course Steve's boss has to agree, because it is. It is. It's the shaggiest dog any of them had ever seen in their lives. You should go show our member of parliament. She goes, "What? That's a great idea. I'm gonna go show the member of parliament how incredibly shaggy this dog is." So she goes and she shows the member of parliament. She says, "Isn't this the shaggiest dog you've ever seen in your life?" The member of parliament goes, "Why, yes, that is the shaggiest dog I've ever seen in my life. How did you get in my office? But you should go show the prime minister." So Susan takes her dog to Ottawa, goes to see the prime minister, somehow gets through Parliament building into the prime minister's office. He's mildly freaked out until he sees the dog, and she says, "Isn't this the shaggiest dog you've ever seen in your life?" And he goes, "Well, yes, that is the shaggiest dog I've ever seen in my life. You know who'd appreciate that shaggy dog? The Queen." So Susan goes on a trip, flies to England, finds the Queen, and says, "Isn't this the shaggiest dog you've ever seen in your life?" And the Queen says, "No." I'd like to give a shout out to my friend Mars for that joke. Well, thank you for joining me for this near hour of hairstyling and crap talking. I'll see you again soon.